All right. So I know we didn't have the normal like ramp into the show like usual, but I am having a little bit of technical problems with the fact that we've got a controller installed, and I don't want to like crawl around to uninstall the controller right now. So I'm just kind of jumping into it to see how to get in here and make sure everything is working at the current moment. So I'm gonna tune in, do some live testing here. I know, super pro, right? Nobody's watching. Alright. This is me doing some testing, so don't mind the crap audio. This is me doing some testing, so don't mind the crap audio. Hey, alright. Not too bad. Okay. And you hear the echo. Not too bad. So I can kill that and continue on. Rock on, rock on. There we go. So, for anybody watching in the playback, sorry I've been gone for so long. Had some chaos happen in my life, and had to deal with that, and just wasn't feeling streaming for a while. So, I had to deal with that, and yeah, you know, sometimes some stuff comes up in life, and you just gotta deal with it when it presents itself. So, for those of you that do not know, this is Fallout New Vegas. Maybe widely considered, as far as the fanboys go, to be the best Fallout game out there. At least for me, it is. I do have all the downloadable content on this. We'll be going through all that. So, the intro here. You have New Vegas, the Gomorrah Casino. Those are some NCR troops stumbling about, having a good time. The Lucky 38. Some Securitrons. Some NCR Rangers. I would love to have an NCR Ranger costume. It's one of the most badass costumes out there. Knocking off some raiders at distance. Caesar's Legion. This is a Let's Play. You can backseat all you want, but I am going to murder every Caesar's Legion person I can find. I've done one playthrough where I sided with Caesar's Legion to get all the achievements and stuff on my Xbox, and nah.
War never changes.
Not my bag. I murder Caesars.
When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves, forged from the conquest of 86 tribes.
Oh, Scotty, the story in this is wonderful. This is my favorite story among all the Fallout games.
4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn. Training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier.
That's fair.
Hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip.
I super suck at first-person shooters.
What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn.
Which, when Fallout 3 came out and it was mostly a first-person shooter, it like...
You got what you were after.
It wasn't my bag, but there are ways to mitigate that. The first Fallout games...
waking up over here.
Yeah, in the first Fallout games, it was like
Will you get it over with?
like turn-based stuff, which a lot of people didn't like.
Kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Oh, Benny. But now, the more recent Fallout games are basically first-person shooters.
Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
See, we're opposite. You might hate watching me play this because I use the VAT system a lot.
Run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Alright, so basically, a little bit of backstory on this. You were a courier, and you were hired to take a platinum chip, like a poker chip, a platinum chip, and deliver it to the Lucky 38 casino. And you got intercepted by those guys, that dude Benny that shot you in the face, and you were buried in a grave because they thought they killed you in a graveyard above little town of Good Springs. So all of these things that you see loading, these are all DLCs that I downloaded. It does give me a pretty good advantage early on in the game. Some extra armor, some extra weapons, some doofy stuff like throwing spears, which I'm never going to use, so I'm probably going to sell those at first opportunity. So you'll wake up.
How about that?
And in other games, you basically create your character before you start. Like, it just goes in like a status screen. With this guy, he kind of walks you through the character creation process, which I kind of dig. That's neat.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Hang on. I am going to add subtitles, just because some people watching might prefer that while I'm yammering about things. Character name. Apparently I'm Courier. I hit the wrong button, so I am Courier. That is my name.
Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I
So,
had to go
sadly,
under
I'm playing on a
the
controller because I didn't feel like
all the bits of
unplugging the
data.
thing from the back.
I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
So one thing I do kind of hate about these Fallout games, the character creation aspect of like who you are and what you look like, kind of limited. Like there's, you know, different presets, but really they kind of look like the same guy, just with, you know, different haircuts and stuff. So let's customize a little bit here. So I posted on Facebook that I would pick some tag skills and let people kind of determine some of my stats. So I know going into this, one of my tag skills is going to be explosives. Another tag skill is going to be lockpicking. Someone else recommended unarmed. I'm not going unarmed. It makes the game almost unplayable. I'm leaving the third tag skill up to me since nobody else called it. I'll pick once we get there. And they did say no extra points in intelligence. So my character is going to be like base, like regular intelligence. I'll have to do something to boost that later. But I am going to make him kind of a tough guy. We'll probably buff some strength, some endurance, agility. Just can't buff intelligence, which bums me out because I kind of like I like playing a smart character. So we'll make the character a little rougher looking, a little wider faced here, maybe. All right. Yeah, we'll keep a big dumb forehead. Now let's make him look mean. Like I said, there's not a lot you can do. Like the adjustments aren't nearly as drastic like if you were playing like Skyrim or something like that, where you can just basically like go crazy with the character creation. So we're just gonna go with this tough looking guy. Make him a little darker. Eye sockets. I don't even know what that adjusts. I don't even know what the adjustment is here. This is the worst part of the game, by the way, is the character creation. Everything else is absolutely wonderful. I love it. Let's do some dark brown eyes. Let's make him a little older. Wait. What the hell? Ah, there we go. Hairstyle. So Blastback is usually the character that I play anyway, but you can see some of the various hairstyles that are available. They're just goofy looking. I don't like my character looking doofy. Like, see? Like, Blastback's about as good looking as it gets. Like, some people like going, like, you know, I'm going to make my character all super punky looking. Blastback's my favorite hairstyle. Now, with the hair color, I do get a little goofy with that sometimes. I'll start with... Damn it. I'll start with black, and then I'll crank the blue. Make it a little, like, blue. I don't know why I like blue hair on a character. No mullet? I mean, he's kind of got a mullet. I don't know. Do they have just flat out, like, dirty-ass looking mullets? Hey, it's me in real life. Damn it. Comb over. Warhawk, the Unsettler, Blastback, Bedraggled is just bedraggled looking. Yeah, Blastback's about the best I got. Hair color, facial hair. I do appreciate that down here a ways, they do have one called Dead Man's Hand. And just for the self-servingness of it, I do sometimes go with Dead Man's Hand. Grizzled Samurai, Serious Sheik. Renegade's a little closer to me in real life. Bristly cool. Machiavellian's not bad. I'm gonna go Dead Man's Hand. I'm gonna find a helmet eventually, but sure. Good enough. You want this to be your character? Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Can I not move? What the hell? Oh, that's not acceptable. I can't move with the left pad? Oh, this sucks.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and
Okay.
give the vigor tester a try.
So, I will eventually just
We'll learn right
crawl
quick
behind my
if we can
computer and
properly
unplug this
establish
thing because this is not a great controller to work with. Alright, so unfortunately... Alright, let's... Oh, crap. Ugh. Right trigger, right trigger, right trigger. Trigger. I'm just skipping to the, where it's got everything. There we go, see there. So, normally I would put a bunch of points into intelligence, because intelligence gives you skill points each level, and skill points and things naturally make you better at things. And it's super, super good to have intelligence in this game. But instead, I was told I can't put any extra points into intelligence, which is a bummer. I was told to buff my luck, which we'll do. We'll buff endurance, we'll buff strength to make us carry a little bit more. Definitely buff charisma. I think that's our character right there. So, strong, decently perceptive. Is there anything we want to take a hit on? I don't think so. I'm definitely not dumping all my stuff into luck like what was recommended. It just makes the game really unplayable. Having some buff in charisma will help you with some dialogue options. Endurance later in the game is going to give me the ability to add some like cybernetic enhancements to my character, so I think ahead for that. Strength is good because it's basically how you determine how much crap you can carry. That's super important in this game because you will be picking up everything to try and sell it and make some money. So I think that's where we're at. Like I said, these luck points I would normally throw into intelligence, but we're going to throw them into luck and see what happens. Alright.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news.
Well, thanks, Doc.
Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Let's make my character fucking batshit. Dinner.
House.
House. Burglarize.
Night.
Treasure.
Bandit.
Reasonable.
Light.
Flash.
Mother.
Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
Disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Gonna be a loner, so we'll strongly agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
My guy, probably not. Me, yeah. This guy, probably not.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Nah, he's gonna be a
charge
man
you to
about the
deal with my
wasteland.
problems head on.
Nah, he's gonna be a little
Almost done
sneaky.
here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Yeah, an angry two-headed ant. Sure.
Okay. How about this one?
I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. Look at space-age technology on that one.
Last one.
They look like they're playing patty cake. Let's go... Mushroom Cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right.
This is where we pick our tag skills. Alright. So, explosives was one we said we would do. Lockpick's another one. Science is super useful to buff right away, admittedly. So speech, really. I'm gonna go with guns, just because it's just... it's nice to have those extra... the extra... damage in the early game, so we can go kill some raiders and some powder gangers and stuff like that. I will be right back. My food's here, but I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that little interlude. All right, so we went with explosives, guns, and lockpick. Medicine's nice. Science is useful. Speech is really useful. Barter would have been nice. We're gonna go with that. We're done.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright. So with these, we'll go through them. I will usually do good-natured. But we'll go through them. So anybody watching on a first playthrough here. Built to destroy. All weapons have +3 crit chance, but your equipment decays 15% faster. For me, not worth it. Claustrophobia, you get +1 to all of your attributes when you're outside. You get -1 when you're indoors, which you're inside too many times in this game for that to be a thing for me. So here you get +2 from 6 a.m. to noon, and a -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Too big of a penalty for me. So this isn't bad. you can do 20% faster firing, but you're 20% less accurate. If you're not using VATS, like if you're a good... oh, God. My wonderfully intelligent character. It's actually not too bad. I kept him at 5. I just didn't put anything into him. I think I added endurance, strength, and somebody said to max out luck. I'm not going to max it out because that's all the points. But I put 2 in luck. So I buffed strength and endurance, and everything else is pretty baseline. I was just going through the traits. Fast shot's good if you're a good first-person gamer. I am not. You will see that I am trash when it comes to first-person shooting, and I use VATS a lot. VATS is like an assisted thing where it comes up with the thing you're shooting at, and you pick where you want to shoot. 4 eyes, if you have glasses, you get +1 perception, but without glasses, you have -1. Some of the really important helmets later in the game, you can't wear glasses with, so you wind up taking that penalty. Not great. Good nature is probably one that I'll do. You can pick 2. You get +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech. But you get -5 to energy weapons, explosives, guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. Melee weapons, unarmed, I never use anyway. Hardly ever. Everything else is super useful. So I am going to go with good-natured. Heavy-handed, melee and unarmed attacks do more damage, but less crit damage. I don't ever use those. I was suggested to go unarmed. It would be a slog. I would not enjoy my gameplay. Hoarder. So, this one's one that I do use a lot. You gain 25 pounds to your carrying capacity, but suffer a -1 to all your attributes anytime the weight you're carrying drops below 160 pounds. So it makes you carry extra crap, but you can carry extra crap. So I'm probably going to go with that one. Let's look through a couple other ones. Hot-blooded, when your health drops below 50%, you get 10% more damage, but you get -2 to your agility and perception, which is very important in a battle. No good for me. Kamikaze, you get +10 action points, which are the things that you use in VATS, but you have a -2 damage threshold, so you take damage way easier. Logan's Loophole. So you never get addicted to chems. Your chems last twice as long, but after level 30, you get no more experience, no more perks, no more extra skill points. Not worth it for me. The end game is very important. Loose cannon, from frag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 25% less range. Not worth it for me. Skilled, you get +5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10% experience from now on. I don't like that because you can make up for that. Small frame, due to your small size, you get agility, but your limbs get crippled easy. No good, because it is very easy, like falling off something. Yeah, intelligence to 3, like, you get doofy, like, dialogue options. You're absolutely right, Ren, but it is, with your intelligence that low, there are some parts in the game where you basically just have to resort to violence. Like, you can't talk your way through, you can't, like, smart your way through, and it's just a pain. Not a fan. Trigger discipline, while using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% slower, but you're 20% more accurate. It's kind of the opposite of the one earlier. I'm fine where I'm at. And Wild Wasteland is fun. It unleashes bizarre and silly elements, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. They didn't do enough with this trait, in my opinion. Like, at 1, like, you can find, like, a crashed alien spaceship. There's goofy graffiti on the walls and stuff like that. I think this trait they could have done more with, so I usually don't go with that. I think the one that I'm going to go with is good-natured. Considering Hoarder, yeah, let's be able to carry some extra crap. I'm a good-natured hoarder. It's like my life.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
How do I get up? Ugh, I hate the controls on this controller. Ugh. Okay, so the good thing about old Doc Mitchell here is everything in his house you can basically take. Like, you just take all of his shit.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Alright, so hardcore mode I'm not going to do. Hardcore mode is a pain. I don't last long on hardcore mode. Props to all you out there that play it. Basically, your stim packs don't heal you immediately. They heal over time. They can't mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time, just like stim packs heal over time. Ammunition has weight, which is the biggest problem. And dehydration is a constant concern. Not so much a concern because one of the DLCs that I have gives me a little flask that is just like infinite water. So it takes care of that. I am not a fan of the ammunition having weight. That is... so late in the game, once you're just picking up ammo after, over and over and over again, you basically can't carry anything else, just your ammo, and that's about it. So it's not fun. It is a challenge for sure, but I'm here to have fun and go through a story and just show everybody kind of why I love this game so much. So we're going to go with no. Now, I am going to go through... Alright, so this is your Pip-Boy. This is where all of your inventory, weapons, you can turn on radio. We're not going to turn on radio right now. I will say that the soundtrack to Fallout New Vegas is wonderful. You can actually get it on, like, I know, like, Google Play doesn't have music right now, but it used to be. I'm sure you can get it on just about any streaming service. If you look up Fallout New Vegas soundtrack, there's just some great songs on there that they licensed for this game that are just good old songs. Big fan. So, okay. So this is the delivery order that kind of set you on this path. Deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent of the recipient will meet you at the checkpoint, take possession of the package, and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus on completion, 250 caps. Oh yeah, the Fallout games, they took great care for all of the most recent Fallout games to do great soundtracks. I don't know who did it, but they are just pretty legendary for their soundtracks. Big fan. So, one oversized poker chip composed of platinum. You are an authorized agent of the Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment's been processed, contractually obligated to complete this transaction, materially responsible for any malfeasance or loss. Failure to deliver to the proper recipient may result in forfeiture of your advance and bonus, criminal charges, and or pursuit by mercenary reclamation teams. The Mojave Express is not responsible for any injury or loss of life you experience as a result of said reclamation efforts. That's a lot like every courier company I've ever worked for. It's all on you. Get it done. So, the quests that you have, you start with Back in the Saddle. Go talk to Sunny Smiles, the Prospector Saloon, and they went that away, which is your main quest. Inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express in Prim that was talked about in the note there. You can talk to Victor in Good Springs about your rescue. Victor, you'll meet him as soon as we walk outside. And find the men who tried to kill you. We're going to start with the Defending Good Springs little side quest here first, because you'll go through some helpful stuff as far as you get a free rifle out of it and a few other things, and yeah, that's what we'll start with. The world map, you see. Oh, we're inside, so there's no world map. Sorry, I'm kind of dumb. So, one thing when you're starting off in the game, good old Doc Mitchell left some goodies out for you. So there's a little magazine there, Today's Physician. Some reading glasses for those of you that pulled that glasses perception thing. So here, there's a broken 9mm submachine gun. So you need a repair of 25 or greater to fix it and get it. If I had chosen repair as one of my tag skills, I'd be able to get this right away. But for now, we're just going to leave it alone. We'll put some points into repair when we level up. Maybe come back for it. Chemistry set here. Again, science or 25 or greater needed to make some things. I think you wind up with a couple of stim packs from it. And then other things that you see here are just junk for the most part. On the left, you see the weight and the value, and then the value on the right there. A big part of this game is going to be... So, Blood Pack is a thing that heals you, so we'll keep that. Med-X doesn't weigh anything. It's worth 20, and it improves your damage resistance. Surgical tubing weighs 1, value 10. A big part of this game is going to be picking crap up and selling it to kind of keep yourself ahead in the struggle of buying better stuff. Lots of stim packs here. So here you can get a laser pistol for free, energy cell, and a drain small energy cell. So cigarettes are highly valued in the apocalypse, just like any normal apocalypse. You could imagine those would be good bartering items. So I always pick those up. Something that weighs 1, it's value 1, I don't usually use. Now, there are crafting tables as you get later in the game where you can like make explosives and chemicals and stuff, and I think the box of detergent is used in those, but I'm not going to pick that up for right now. Medical brace weighs 2, it's worth 10. We'll trade that in at the first shop. I don't think there's anything else important in here. You can also turn a light on, I think. Yeah, you can turn your own little light on. Help you see in the dark a little easier. Now, that does help you get seen in the dark, too. So, for those of you that keep your Pip-Boy lights on, and you're like, man, how'd that guy see me? It's because you're walking in the dark with a Pip-Boy light on. Word to the wise. I thought he had... Oh, there's some... Bottle caps are your currency, so that was like... Each one of those was $1 that I picked up. So these don't weigh anything. They're used in... Oh, hey, Doc. I'm just over here stealing all your shit. He doesn't care. He's a good-natured Doc. Exactly. Get the cap, steal everything not nailed down. Now, food is important because it's used for healing. If we were playing hardcore mode, you would have to eat regularly, or else you start suffering penalties and like you wind up dying of starvation. One good reason I don't do hardcore mode. So Nuka-Cola is the kind of the mascot soda for the Fallout universe. You can see there it gives you +2 rads, which is your radiation poisoning, which is variable, and it gives you +2 hit points each second for 25 seconds. So it's decent for healing, not great, not as good as a stim pack, but we'll take them. For no other reason, it weighs 1 pound and it's worth 20. And then pinion nuts you can use in some crafting recipes later to make some stuff. I'm gonna be a little conservative as to what I pick up here in my first run through. Is there a first aid kit back here? There's not. Usually there's first aid kits in bathrooms behind doors. I know people that basically play it, they just clean out Doc Cochran, ha, Deadwood, Doc Mitchell's house here, and just sell everything at the store to give yourself a bit of a bonus. I don't feel like going through all that. I think that's pretty much everything useful we got here. Let's walk outside and talk to Victor. See if we can find him first. I like kind of standard with all the Fallout games. When you first leave a vault, it's like they give you that glare. And in this, it's like you first leave a house and you have the glare because it's the one Fallout game where you're not a vault dweller. So all those quests that I just accepted, those are all the downloadable content pieces. So here's Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Let's just go
Don't
standard.
mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up at the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
So that's your introduction to Victor. He basically just moseys around Good Springs here in the first part of the game, and it's a little odd that a highly technological robot there just moseying around a small town, right? A little weird. Turns out old Victor there is one of many Securitrons that are kind of patrolling the Mojave here on behalf of Mr. House, who is the mysterious person that is in charge of the Lucky 38 casino that's kind of in charge of New Vegas. So down here on the left, you see where my cursor there has a, see there? Where it says northeast. And then below the northeast, that little arrow, well, that's my active quest. Now you can go into your quests, and activate other quests. And it always changes what your active quest is. I wish Fallout did like what Skyrim did, where you can have multiple quests up at the same time. They did not. So, I think maybe Fallout 4 did, where you can have multiple quests. But in this case, you just get one quest that you're tracking at a time. So yeah, we'll talk to Sunny Smiles here. I'll do the Good Springs quest line. That'll take us up to about maybe 3:30ish, and then I'll take a break, grab some food, and I might be on later. Well, let's talk to this guy here. Hey there, Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope.
So,
Had a pretty good
I know
claim
most
once,
people tend to
way
just
out east
blow
by the
through
river.
dialogue options.
Got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
For this first playthrough, and especially the first few times everybody joins
Don't
me
get
here,
wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
so I just let them talk here because honestly, the Fallout universe, for only having 7 games, just has an expansive, amazingly wide, rich story in the universe. It's almost as wide as the Star Wars universe. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Mostly with fan fiction. There's tons of fanfic out there in the Fallout universe. Not as much like authorized stuff like Star Wars with all the extra books and stuff that have come out. But I am just a huge fan of kind of the post-apocalyptic vision of the Fallout universe. Fallout 76. Okay, so full disclosure, I have not played Fallout 76. Being that it was basically massively multiplayer, kind of survival based, where people could basically just gank you and steal all your stuff, I have kept away. I haven't played it. I have heard from other Fallout fans that it's a blast. So you may see a day where I buy Fallout 76 and give that a shot. But the fact that it's not an RPG, it's not something where you're interacting with other people in the wasteland. Ooh, that's cool. The Super Deluxe sounds cool. That had a bunch of cool stuff attached to it, but I wasn't interested in the game, so I didn't get it. So I'm actually gonna pass on Easy Pete here. Oh God, how do I get the hell out of the dialogue options? Oh, you actually literally have to go goodbye with him.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Ah, yes, the schoolhouse. I do have lockpick as one of my tag skills, so the schoolhouse might be a place we go to before the rest.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
So Imagino says, the game was Skyrim Online with a Fallout skin. The PvP is only kinda there. I've heard it's better since they finally added NPCs into the game. Oh, see, I didn't even know they did that. That's great, because apparently before you did that, it was like drop boxes and robots that you were talking to get your quests, which that's not Fallout. Fallout is me being able to talk to this idiot.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
And just the fact that it's just ambient noise. He doesn't have a quest for me. He doesn't have anything.
Howdy.
He just has, canned responses. And there's the bartender lady that owns this. She charges you with repairing her radio and stuff. How do I sneak? Okay. Can I hide from this guy? Kind of. Look away from me. I want to steal from the register. So, when you're in sneak mode, right? See? Can I look at myself? Okay, there's sneak mode. Okay, so there's sneak mode, right? Basically, sneaking is just crouching and... Yeah, apparently I'm being super sneaky right now. Wait. Alright, so we'll turn that off. So... It says hidden up there, so I am hidden, so anything I do won't be seen by the people nearby. So I'm going to steal some stuff from the cash register. You do lose karma. Karma doesn't come into play as often as you'd think, so it's not as big a hit to lose some karma, because when you're killing raiders and like helping settlements and stuff, you wind up getting lots and lots of karma. So stealing stuff and losing karma, not as big a penalty as it should be, probably. Pull Q is a decent little melee weapon, but we've got better. So you hear the music in the background there? That's actually coming from... Yeah, I could be evil. Being evil is actually really difficult to succeed in these games, because pretty much everybody hates you and wants to kill you. It is kind of a pain. So you actually need a lockpick skill of 75 to pick this lock. My lockpick skill is 28, so I can pick easy locks. This terminal, you have to have a science skill of 25 to hack the terminal. So in the early game, there's not a lot of like the special things like this you can do, which is all right. You're just starting out. But old Sonny said, meet us out back. Let's do that. You can get some sunset sarsaparilla out of these crates. And that is good for both healing, because it doesn't have a radiation penalty like Nuka-Cola does. And it's good for trade. So there's Sonny back here.
Now, see the sarsaparilla
She
bottles?
gave us a varmint rifle.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
So let's equip the varmint rifle. Oh, she did for us. All right. So I'm actually going to equip this armored vault suit too. Actually, I'm going to equip the lightweight leather armor because it only has a weight of 10 and the same damage threshold. I'm going to put this hat on because it gives us an extra perception. So the Vault 21 suit gives us a speech bonus and a melee weapon bonus, but no damage threshold. Who cares? So... like I said, I suck at first-person shooters. Man, I really suck. Okay, these iron sights blow.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
I was looking down the sight.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot.
There we go.
Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me.
So you could
Shows
end
down
the
to the
tutorial
southeast
here
shortways.
and just continue on about your way. But if you go with her, you do get some bonus experience for killing these geckos. And I think you get a little karma boost. So all the stuff that I stole, no big deal because I get that little karma boost from it. And she shows you where there's some... I think it's safe drinking water instead of like the irradiated stuff you find everywhere else. I could be wrong. It could be irradiated. So there's my jump. Let's activate. I'm like exploring my hi Cheyenne. I'm exploring my button configuration here as I'm going. Come on, I'm with you. There's no need to stop. Here, I'll lead the way. As I get lost.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Oh, yeah. All right, brother. Have a good night. Good day. This is basically just me going to shoot some geckos here. See if I can get the Powder Ganger quest before I log off for the day. Where the hell is he? Oh, there we go. Okay, so VATS is basically how I play this game because I suck so bad at being a first-person shooter. That lets you get your shot in, basically. Hey, got him. Oh, crap. Yeah. Just two of them? Got some gecko hide, some gecko meat. Let's see about some water. Oh yeah, so you can just heal up here without a radiation penalty. Let's take a sip of water. Did they actually have that animation? I forget. Yeah. So you see the condition of the weapon is kind of crappy too. That's something you have to watch for.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
So she also gave me 60 shells of ammo there too, which is a nice little bonus. And she's going to pay us to kill some geckos that we get to loot for stuff we can sell anyway. So if you're just starting out in the game, it's kind of a lame quest, but it's worth it. She already ducked out. Oh, God.
Help!
Where the hell are you? There she is. Oh, crap. Ugh. Oh, hell. Shot a settler. That was dumb.
Howdy. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Ah, see there, my reputation improved. Totally worth doing. So, also, when you're looking at bodies, it will say, like, search gecko, and that's search gecko, and it has the empty, so you'll know who has loot that you can get, which is useful. I didn't take any damage that run, which is handy. And here's Sunny.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted
50
to show you.
caps.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land. and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, so that is... She teaches you how to make stuff, which is handy. Let's bring up our world map. And there's Good Springs. You can fast travel back to Good Springs, which we'll do. And that is the schoolhouse in Good Springs, where there's some, she said, xander root. And then the cemetery where they dug you up, there's some brock flower up there. First thing, we're going to go back to Good Springs, and we're going to go in the general store and see if the guy's got a shovel, because we can dig some stuff up in the graveyard.
Hello.
Hello. Hi there, Easy Pete. Alright, so this guy...
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
So here, you can be taught about, like, mods and special ammo. Let's ask him if he knows anybody.
Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Can do.
So here's the buy stuff screen. Basically, what you've got on the left and what they've got on the right. So items is everything. Just like Chet has his full list of everything. So there's weapons there. I want a shovel. You can use a shovel as a weapon, but I'm using it to dig some stuff up. Apparel, we don't really need anything because we've got that stuff that we started with that I showed you. Stim packs are super useful to have, but they're also very, very expensive, which is why you pick up every stim pack and super stim pack you can find, because in a pinch, if you got a bunch of them, you can use them for like stuff to barter with. So in my miscellaneous section, like I said, cigarettes do me no good, so I can use those to barter with. Gecko hide, you can use it to make things later in the game, but for right now, I'm just going to throw them all in there for bartering. Pre-war money, strictly used for bartering. Surgical tubing is used for some recipes, but I picked it up just because it was worth bartering. Same with empty syringes. You can... Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Let me keep the empty syringes that I'm trading, because you can actually make stim packs with those. Vault 13 canteen, only worth one, but I keep it. Even though I'm not in the hardcore mode, I keep it around just for role-playing purposes, really. It's just cool to have. Vault 13 is the first vault in the first game. It's where your very first character in Fallout came from, was Vault 13. So 4570 government. We're not going to have anything that shoots that ammo for a while. Might as well turn that into some caps while we can. 40mm grenade. We do have a 40mm grenade rifle. I don't really use it that often, but I am spec'd in explosives, so I'm going to hang on to those for right now. I'm going to trade these energy cells and the laser pistol along with a knife. 9mm pistol I'll trade. See the rifle? Oh, it's so good. Throwing spears I have no use for. I don't use those at all. Now the weathered 10mm pistol, you see the damage there per second is 45, where damage per second is 11 with my varmint rifle. So I am going to be probably using that as my main weapon for a while. So just with what we've got here, lightweight metal armors. It's a higher damage threshold, but it weighs 20 pounds. It is one of the cool things that you start with, so I tend to like hang on to those. But at the same time, it's also worth $248 in barter. So I can walk out of here with over 500 caps. That, I think, is what we'll do. Is there anything else from him that I want? So plasma pistols are cool. But I'm not spec'd into energy weapons. Later on, I will be. I'm not right now. As far as aid, there's nothing I really need here. Did he have any Brock flowers or Xander roots? He doesn't, so that's fine. And then in the miscellaneous, so he's got some stuff that you can like. If I kept that 9mm pistol, I can extend the mags on it. It's not great. And then the increase the condition of the 357 that he's also selling. Don't really care. So the ammo boxes are the like bulk ammo like he was talking about. I don't have anything that shoots 38 special, and the small energy cell. I'm trading in the laser pistol anyway. But bulk energy cells are nah. That's what we'll go with.
Thanks.
So, admittedly, I am kind of a thief at heart. Steal some stuff. You also can, if you're not detected by the person, you can try to pick their pockets. So he's got some 357 Magnum rounds, 58 bottle caps, some casings so you can reload later, and a stim pack. My pickpocketing is... it's based on sneak. I don't think I've got enough to... So what you can do, let's save. Let's save as a new save. Let's see if we can pickpocket these bottle caps. I doubt we can. He's probably going to fight me. Hey, I was wrong. 58 bottle caps. Thanks, chat. I don't know how to quick save. Anyway. Whoa, how'd you get over there? That was weird. He like ran over there and sat down. That's creepy. Since you're over there, do you have anything in your room that I could steal? What's in your fridge? Dirty water I'll steal. Moot fruit. That will heal, and prickly pear fruit, sure. If there was a like a challenge issued for me to play this game without stealing, I just wouldn't play it. All right, let's hide behind this post. Oh. All right, it's not really worth it. So I already stole from the register. I think I've stolen everything worth stealing in here. Thanks, chat. Alright, so here's the varmint rifle. Let's go to the schoolhouse. So remember they were talking about the schoolhouse being, like, having some stuff. So we'll go to the schoolhouse. We'll kill some stuff in there. There's a safe in there. I'll go pick it. And we'll get the Brock flowers. Some trade stuff for later. And that'll take us up to about 3:30. I think that's a decent time to stop. This got you a taste of the character, kind of a taste of my playstyle. Oh god. Showed him. Showed him. I suck at first-person shooters so bad. I thought this tree had something in it. I was wrong. I thought she said there was Xander root up here. Maybe it's in the schoolhouse? Alright, I'm actually going to change my weapon out here. I'm going to use the 10mm pistol. I'm a little better with that. Not much, but a little. Ugh, creepy little bastards. Ugh. Alright. So when you get the little cinematic there, usually, well, it usually means the last guy's dead, but... There we go. Ugh. I hate him. I hate him so bad. Like, zombies are like the, they're not zombies. Ghouls. The ghouls in this game don't bother me nearly as much. They're basically mindless, slobbering zombies. And I'm just like, whatever. Hey, I can pickpocket. Damn. Got it. Lots of stuff. Stealth boy, good for bartering there. The computer terminal doesn't matter as much because it's basically, I think it's gonna explode if I try to use it. Oh no. Yeah, it's just broken. There's no fixing that. You just have to pickpocket the safe. Usually if there's a computer next to a safe, the computer has like, you can hack the computer and open the safe. I thought there was supposed to be Brock flower here. I was told there would be Brock flower. Ooh, ooh. Oh, we can't get anything out of that. Salesman Weekly. So these books that I'm picking up, they are good for temporary skill boosts. They're good for, I think it's 10 skill points. But it is temporary. In the original Fallout game, your books gave you like a permanent boost. And when I first played this, I was like, ooh, that gives me plus 10 to, you know, whatever. And I used it right away. And then it was, you know, a few minutes later, it was like, the effects of Salesman Weekly has worn off. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought I'd gotten something awesome. There's stuff in these desks you can find as well. So in the early game, if you spend your time kind of looking around, looting stuff, and finding things, you really start off on the right foot in this game. Except I can't find any damn Brock flowers, which is kind of a bummer. So my active quest to find some Brock flower is not coming up real well right now. Wait a minute. What are you pointing at? Oh, damn it. It's Xander root, and they're freaking hard to find. That was dumb. So then, up there on top of the hill is where I'm headed now to find some Brock flower in the graveyard. And since I'm going to the graveyard, I got that shovel so I can dig up some goodies. Because that's what you do in graveyards, right? I'll go in this guy's home, see if there's anything worth plundering. Ooh. Am I seen? I'm not. Dirty water. Rad-X is worth taking. First aid kits are like gold in this game. Dirty water. Scotch. Some of the stuff I'll take, some I won't. Purified water is useful. Carton of cigarettes. Ooh, what's down there? Oh, empty bottles. Huh. Steal a cigarette. Ooh. Safe that I can't pick because I don't have a high enough skill. Sunset sarsaparilla. Empty bottles. So, another important thing about the sunset sarsaparilla that you learn later is sunset sarsaparilla had a contest back pre-war that if you gathered 100 sunset sarsaparilla star bottle caps, which come off the bottles randomly, you would get a prize. Well, the prize, once you get there, and we'll get there later, so this won't be a huge spoiler, because not everybody's watching this right now. It's just a little trinket, like a little sheriff's star, and that's all you get. And you're like, oh, that was just a huge red herring for the quest line. But it actually opens up a side door that you can get to then, where you get like a really cool laser pistol later in the game. So the graveyard is here at the top of the hill, and when we get to the top of the hill, we'll be able to see something that I think is really cool that they put into the game. Oh hell! What am I? Oh shit! Is there more? Scorpions suck. So that's a bark scorpion. They suck. They don't suck as bad as rad scorpion. Rad scorpions are like the size of like a truck. Alright, so these bugs suck. There's my grave. Alright, so the bugs do yield meat, which is gross. I probably should have looted them as I went, but oh well. Okay, so here, there's a snow globe. Sitting here, the Good Springs snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Once you get to New Vegas, I think you can turn in the snow globes. I think it's 2,000 caps a piece. Might be 5,000. I think it's 2,000. So collecting snow globes is lucrative little side quest. So, there's my other little bloat fly I killed. As you can see, some of the little things in this game you can pick up. You gotta pay attention. Then you can open the grave. Do a little bit of grave digging. It's alright. They don't need it anymore. Had some ammo buried there with him. He had some fixer. This grave they've like roped off. Didn't keep me out. Extra caps. Yeah, that's everything. There's my grave. So I think these are all empty bottles and bent tin cans and stuff. Yeah. So there is some Brock flour. So, as I was saying, what I thought was kind of cool that they put in the game is... So, in the distance, you can see Vegas, right? There's Vegas. And that big thing, the big Space Needle-looking place, that's the Lucky 38. That's where you're delivering the Platinum chip. Now, you don't have the Platinum chip right now. Benny took that from you, and then he shot you. So, you got to track Benny down, get the Platinum chip, and then head to New Vegas. Pro tip, Benny's in New Vegas. But over here, over there in the distance, that is the Fallout universe version of the Mojave Cross, which I thought was pretty cool that they threw that in the game. The Mojave Cross was erected in the Mojave National Park by, I think it was World War I veterans to as like a memorial to their fallen comrades in World War I. There were some legal issues about it for a while because the allegation was that it was violating church-state separation because it was in a national park. However, the courts ruled that the historical significance of it was enough that it could stay, which, I'm super anti-church-state violations. But I tend to agree with the court in that case. These were guys that, fought in World War I, and that was the way that they commemorated the men that they fought and died with. Or died with them. So I was okay with it staying up. But then, after the court case, someone actually stole it. So the Mojave Cross, at least last I heard, was actually missing. Which is kind of a bummer. But I thought it was cool that it was here in the game. So, if we go back to Good Springs source... Scritches. Where's Sunny? There she is. She's waiting for us. Oh, geckos. The dog's like, there's a gecko over there. Let's go kill that gecko. Where the hell did he go? I don't want to shoot the dog. Hang on. Oh, okay. So we're actually leaving like the starting area, so it gives us this little... Do you want to edit your name, rebuild your character? I'm actually going to edit the name because Courier is admittedly kind of a dumb name. Although I'm a little bugged out here because Nothing I do seems to... Alright, I guess my name is Courier. Finish, travel onward. Alright. That gecko ran away. Let's reload while I can. Hello, Sonny.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
So that's a campfire. Figure that out. So you can make healing powder. You can make... Oh, I haven't learned how to make my stim packs yet. Healing powder. And then... How many do you want to make? Make one. Bing.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Alright. So, I'm actually... Because my food is here. Go back to Good Springs here.
Hey there.
What's up, dude?
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us.
I don't think she's got anything I need right now. No. So later in the game, once I start pursuing that Sunset Sarsaparilla quest, I basically will go back to all the vendors and buy as much Sunset Sarsaparilla as I can and just randomly just pop caps, trying to get all the bottle caps from it.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
So...
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Let's see.
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
So,
be careful out there.
Trudy here will basically fill you in on, like, the story, which NCR, which is your repair of 20 or greater needed. NCR is kind of that's the new California Republic. They're from the West. They're kind of an established military, and you'll see more of them as the game goes on. And then there's the Legion, and they are patterned after, like, the Roman legions of Caesar. They are slavers. They basically just kill indiscriminately as they're conquering. They come from the east. And the first time they met, they fought over Hoover Dam. And the NCR won, pushed back the Legion, but the Legion is now regrouping, and the NCR is regrouping, but the NCR, very strong. The Legion is very strong. The NCR is facing problems from inside, be it, troops that are low morale, bad training. So, as it stands right now, this war could come any day, and they don't exactly know who would win. And whoever runs the dam is going to control the flow of electricity coming from the dam. So New Vegas has a stake in this as well, and right now they're putting their chips with NCR. NCR has a base in New Vegas. So that's kind of where things stand. I've got a copy of Fixin' Things. Gives me a repair of +10. So I'm going to use that. That lets me repair the radio. Hey! Where's old Trudy? That levels me up. Okay, so I've got 13 skill points. I'm going to get my science up to 25 so I can hack some easy terminals. Medicine 25. Let's do repair up to 25 too. The extra skill point, let's throw it in barter just for the fraction of a discount we'll get. So these are perks. You get one every other level. Or maybe in this game it's every level. I think it's every other level. Yeah, I think it's every other level. So here you can see Confirmed Bachelor. In combat, I do +10 damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, I get some unique dialogue options, which is funny. You can hit on men as a man. Intense Training, you put a single point into any of your special attributes, which I might take and put into Intelligence because it's killing me. Lady Killer is the 10% damage against female opponents, and you get unique dialogue options with women. Retention, the bonuses by skill magazines last 3 times as long. Not that great, just use it when you need it. And Swift Learner, which I'm actually going to take, I'd forgotten about, you get a 10% bonus to overall experience points whenever experience points are earned. The earlier you take it, the more benefit it reaps you over the course of the game. That's the one I'm definitely going to go with, because that's going to have me leveling much faster. Where'd Trudy go? Trudy? Did she go to bed? Is there a bed in here? I don't know where the hell Trudy goes. So remember what I said about the hacking a terminal? Science skill. I have a science skill 25, don't I? 22. Why am I? What penalty am I suffering? Hoarder penalty. Oh, I forgot, because I don't have a bunch of crap on me. I'm getting a minus to all these things. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So I've got 130 pounds of stuff that I'm carrying. I gotta get up to 160. Let's just get a bunch of crappy books. I forgot about that. Man. Am I good? Am I there? 157. So 3 more things that weigh a pound. Ugh. So paperweight. For some crap out here I can pick up. Pitcher. There. There we go. So let's have a look now. There we go. That repaired it. I've got enough crap to... Cat. Okay, so hacking terminals in this game. Well, you hack a terminal, and it's goofy. Oh, buddy. Okay. I know the desk is super cluttered. There's not a lot of kitty space up here. I'm sorry. Okay. So you're trying to find the right word that is the password. And the way you do that is you try one. So, tactics. So 3 of the 7 letters are correct. Also, in all the little hackies, see how that one highlights 3 when you highlight that? That takes out one of the bad answers. Another bad answer gone. Another bad answer gone. Another bad answer gone. Alright, so tactics. T-A-C-T-I-C-S. So weapons? Incorrect. T-A-C. So Cantina is 3 of 7 of those. Let's see if that was the hit. It was the hit. So now you're in. That was how you hack a terminal in Fallout. So disengage the lock, and that disengages the lock of this safe down here. So you just open it. Tons of stuff in here. So bottle caps, some dirty water, energy cells, laser pistol, and some more sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla sounds delicious. I wish I had some sarsaparilla right now. Not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna wait until morning to see if Trudy's ass shows back up again. I don't know where she's at.
Morning.
Hey, there's Judy.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
So since my barter is high enough, I can say that's it? Are you implying that I've done shoddy work?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Just give me 25 extra. Just for a dialogue option. Pretty rad.
Be careful.
So I think I'm going to call it quits for now. So basically, what I'm going to do next in the game, when I rejoin the adventures of Courier here, I'm going to go up to the gas station and talk to Ringo. He's going to ask me to help him, and then they're going to ask me to get some people in town here on our side, because we're going to have a little bit of a battle with the Powder Gangers in our next installment here. Let's see if Sunny wants to talk about it.
Hi there. Sticking around good...
Ooh, let's talk to her.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse.
Oh, I already did that.
Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite.
Already got
if you want
that.
to take a shot at it, take these.
But she gave me some extra stuff, so that's cool. Actually, I already cracked that safe.
Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
All right.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Sure. Southeast of here is Prim.
When you talk to people, they'll fill in things on your map.
In the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
Goodbye. So we'll save, and we will come back next time and join old Courier here. But that was the first little bit of Fallout. I'm sure if you head out there on the internet, you're going to find like Fallout New Vegas speed runs that probably beat the game in the time that I took just kind of introducing you to the first area there. But it gives you a good idea of the game. The world seems kind of small, kind of big there. You know, that's just a little small town, and in that small town, you know, there were several quests we did and got up one level. But as you branch out and you start exploring, you get better weapons, a little more immersed into the story. Eventually, you'll meet Caesar and just become kind of an integral part of the major story of Fallout New Vegas, which I absolutely love. And we're going to be going through all the downloadable content. Fallout Lonesome Road, which will be the last one we go to by design, I think is just one of the best DLCs of just about any game I've ever played. Just super, super impressed with the DLCs from Fallout New Vegas. And New Vegas is literally like 10 years old now, I think. It came out in, I think, 2010. But it still holds up. It's still probably one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. So I joked that in honor of Nevada stretching out the election results, that we would start the New Vegas Let's Play today. So that's what we did. I hope everybody had fun. I highly recommend going out, playing New Vegas for yourself. If it's the first Fallout game you ever play, to me it's worth it. It'll get you in the universe, getting to know kind of the tropes of the Fallout universe. Of course, Fallout 4 is the newest RPG Fallout, And then there's Fallout 76, which is a massively multiplayer online kind of survival strategy game as well. Haven't played that yet. I've played 4. I love 4. 4 is great. You're going through Boston in 4. Fallout New Vegas, of course, you're going through like the Mojave and Vegas and the surrounding towns of Vegas. And then in Fallout 3, you are in Washington, D.C., so you see like all the DC landmarks and stuff that they've built. So, but that's what we had for today. Not going to do a very long stream today. My food's here. Just wanted to get back into the habit of streaming again, get back out here and put some content out just to kind of, get back in the mode of it. So appreciate everybody stopping by if you stop by. Yeah. So we'll be back. I'll probably schedule my New Vegas Let's Plays. I did start a new route schedule. It's a little different from what I was doing before. I may have to work Friday nights going forward until I find somebody to cover on a regular basis. But that's okay. I've still got my Sundays off. We can still play on Sundays. And money is never a bad thing to have. So, but thanks for stopping by. May the RNG be with you.